WLUK-11 Investigates recently showed you the rats that are plaguing some Green Bay area properties. But rats aren't the only creatures lurking and causing damage in a lot of neighborhoods.
Feral cats are also creating concerns for homeowners around northeast Wisconsin. They can be a nuisance and spread disease, and if you don't think there are feral cats in your neighborhood, you may have to think again. Fox 11 Investigates. Mark Leland uncovers the growing numbers and examines the methods being used to control feral cats.
Cats that live outdoors without the touch of humans are wild, feral creatures. They feed on birds, rodents, and other animals, as well as the compassion of those they come across, like Steve Murphy of Alloway.
I've seen, I'd say as many as 6 to 8. I've seen them already in packs of 2.
He puts out food for the feral cats and offers up his heated garage, but he says mostly the cats get by on their own.
I have not found one mouse around my house in the last 2 years. Yeah. So the cats do kind of keep the mouse population in check.
On this day, Monica Hoff is setting up live traps to catch the wild feral cats.
They feel like they can hide
around Murphy's property. Hoff is the animal control officer for Alloway, Bellevue, Howard, Swamico, and Pittsfield.
Remember, these are cats that a lot of them you can't pick up. You can't pick up, you can't touch. They're terrified, you know, because they've been born as kittens in the wild and never touched by human hand.
Hoff started keeping track of calls to pick up stray cats back in 2005. That year, there were 48. Some of those cats were house pets that got loose. They were either claimed from the shelter or adopted, but 71%, or 34 of those cats, were considered feral. They were euthanized. In 2008, Hoff's approach changed when she joined forces with Cats Anonymous, a nonprofit group in Green Bay whose mission it is to humanely control the feral cat population. They do that by trapping, neutering, and then returning the feral cats to where they were caught.
Trap, neuter, return is all about managing the cats that are already out there.
Since 2005, Cats Anonymous has trapped, neutered, and returned to areas surrounding Green Bay more than 12,500 feral cats.
Do you think people understand and realize how many feral cats are actually out there?
They don't. We didn't when we started. True ferals are pretty sneaky. I mean, people may not even realize that they're in their neighborhoods.
Lisa K. Peters is director of Cats Anonymous.
The end goal is fewer cats. I mean, this is about population control and doing it humanely.
Once a month, dozens of volunteers and homeowners set traps provided by Cats Anonymous in areas feral cats have been reported. Once captured, they are brought to the Cats Anonymous facility in Green Bay. There, more volunteers, including veterinarians and veterinarian technicians, assess the cats, give them rabies shots and distemper vaccinations to prevent them from spreading disease. They are then spayed or neutered so they can't reproduce. The tip of the cat's left ear is then clipped to identify them as part of the program before returning them to their outdoor home.
They're a little safer, yeah. Having provided rabies vaccines, there's less risk for people that way, and the cats really can't get this care any other way.
Most of these feeders.
Ted Knekles of Alloway doesn't support the village's trap, neuter, return policy. He's an avid bird lover and points out a feral cat's diet includes mostly birds. And a common complaint is the cats make a mess in gardens and sandboxes. He says, sure, the cats are cute, but feral cats need to go, plain and simple.
We should eliminate feral cats, which means killing them. And, you know, a lot of people don't want to hear that.
Not all communities or organizations endorse the trap, neuter, return ideology.
It doesn't work and it spreads disease.
Mallory Mavis is the animal control officer for Green Bay, where ordinances do not allow cats, feral or otherwise, to roam free.
Is TNR helping the problem, or is it...
I consider it abandonment. What's better, quality or quantity? And these animals are left out there. I'm the person who they call when they're starving, when they're sick with ringworm.
When Mavis responds to complaints of feral cats, she traps them and turns them over to the Bay Area Humane Society.
They then either treat them, euthanize them, adopt them, you know, that kind of thing.
Bay Area Humane Society statistics show last year it euthanized more than 200 cats deemed unhealthy and untreatable or a public danger. Overall, the organization took in more than 6,000 animals. Cats Anonymous volunteer veterinarian Lisa Lawrence believes controlling the feral cat population is the answer. She says relocating or eliminating a few will leave others to fill the void.
Each female can have between 4 and 6 kittens in a litter, and maybe 2 litters per year.
Oh, really?
So they multiply very quickly.
Here's the math. That's 1 female feral cat, 2 litters a year with an average 5 kittens in each litter. She would produce 10 cats the first year. Now, if half those cats were female, the second year they would produce 50 more kittens, in addition to another 10 by that first cat, for a total over 2 years of 70 cats.
If you hadn't fixed these cats, I mean, how many cats would be roaming the neighborhood?
I'd need a calculator on that one. Tens and tens of thousands.
We cannot adopt our way out of this. We cannot kill our way out of this. Sterilization is the humane way, and it's the only way that works.
It turns out one of the feral cats in Steve Murphy's neighborhood had already been neutered through the TNR program. Murphy hadn't noticed the cat's tipped ear, even though he befriended the cat to the point where it would follow him around and even allow him to touch it.
But I still don't trust it. It's still a feral cat.
Since TNR was implemented, locally Hoff says the one thing that has changed is the percentage of cats she sees euthanized, down from 71% in 2005 to just 7% in 2016. After giving the feral cats a night to rest following surgery at Cats Anonymous, Monica Hoff and the other volunteers released the animals back to where they were caught, safer and healthier.
I didn't become a humane officer to become an exterminator of any species of animals. This may not be a perfect program, but it's the best one I've seen so far.
In Brown County, I'm Mark Leland for Fox 11 Investigates.
Now, one way feral cats affects you is money. It costs Cats Anonymous $50 a cat to have it fixed and vaccinated, and the group accepts donations for that. When local municipalities bring a cat to the Humane Society, the taxpayer cost is almost $90. To view a photo gallery and learn more about the Cats Anonymous Spay Neuter Volunteer event, look for this story on our homepage, fox11online.com.